Hey guys, welcome to another exciting edition of Think Faculty's Tips. The objective of this series is to provide you and your organization with some stellar tips to create that customer unique experience. Remember that, when you're in this competitive environment, the key difference is always going to be the customer journey, the customer experience that you create through different touch points. And as a consultant and as a business consultancy firm, we figure out ways to help our organization deliver that value. Today, we're going to be talking about a particular dilemma, right? 85% of our customers that we, work with get this wrong. It's a very simple dilemma. The dilemma is a customer created a ticket. An issue. You've evaluated the issue, and now you've realized that there's got to be certain configurations that need to be done at the customer end to fix this, right? That's the dilemma. I'll give you an example. Uh, let's take the example of the medical healthcare, right? You're a medical IT company and your customers use your application, and the customer is a hospital with different locations, and the customer called up and said, well, he or she can't bill certain patients of theirs because that's the issue. Once you actually evaluated it, you figured out that certain locations were not configured. Now, there's two ways of doing this. Either the customer could call you up, or you would be calling up the customer. The tips here is that you got to be very clear, precise, be a solution provider and communicate the steps. And you could ask us, well, this is pretty simple, right? So where do a lot of people get this wrong? The gaps that we see is that a lot of the tech support guys just don't understand how to communicate, this perspective. A lot of them said, well, it could have been closed if you had configured it. Or people would say, well, yes, we are really trying to do it, but why didn't you configure this? Obviously, the customer would not know, right? Many of times we've seen the customer get pretty angry at this fact. Well, hey guys, if you knew that we had to configure this, why didn't you tell us at the time of configuration or at the time of when we use your application? Or I didn't know that anytime we expand and we add more, locations, we got added in. A lot of times it's because of the lack of customer knowledge, right? But this is a reactive perspective. We got to work forward and move this into a proactive perspective where the customer starts understanding that there's certain configurations that need to be done. On the high end, we're working with certain customers to create automated bots to do this. But currently, a better way or a premium way of actually taking care of this is through this script, right? So as I said before, the customer called up and he said, "Hey Eddie, it's been 4 days. We opened up a ticket with you guys and nothing's really happening." And the customer is really agitated, or he's at the verge of being, agitated. A perfect answer would be, "Hi, Alex, we understand that you have an issue. We've got some good news for you. We found out the root cause. There's certain configurations that we need to do at your end. The reason why we need to do them is because for the system to bill the customers accurately, certain locations where the customers walk in, we need to configure them. What happens is, in our system, certain locations were missing. Uh, and that's something that we would ensure that, this doesn't happen next time. So whenever you are expanding, which is great, make sure that those locations are done prior to making bill requests. And the customer would say, hey, great, now I've understood it. And then you can either say, well, should I send you the steps moving forward? Or do you want us to configure it for you? Either way, it works perfectly. I hope you've understood how to do this. It's pretty simple. Be precise, uh, be accurate, have a paper and pen. Strategize how you're going to communicate to the customer. Tell him why it happened. Tell him how to actually fix it. Again, Think Faculty, Pakistan's #1 call center customer experience. Experts, we're consultants. A lot of the BPOs in Pakistan that actually have customers in UK, Canada, and US connect with us. You have a problem, you want to expand the customer service experience, elevate it. We're here for you guys. Call us up. You can also contact us through our website as well. Look forward to hearing from you. Thanks, guys.